Well, I got the biggest surprise probably I've ever had. Well, in a long, long time today. I got this cool device in the mail. Had no idea I was expecting anything. And YouTube user, a junk collector, sent me this really cool device here. This it's kind of a scope spectrum analyzer, and it's got a TV in it too. Really cool. So I thought I would do one of my original songs. I haven't played this one for y'all, and I thought I would play it, and I just put on a little light show. I wanted to say thank you so much to Don. Unbelievable, man. I mean, this thing is so cool. As you can see, that I went inside of it and lined it up, and I got the line right there on the cross. And I need to work on the left side just a little bit. I've got it just a little bit out. It's supposed to go to there, and then you set your knob. I'll show you in a minute in the light. I just that's just, it measures your current output, but it's got 4 different settings. Of course, you know that, but I'm telling everybody else it's actually a JCPenney, but JCPenney made something called MCS back in the day. MCS was some of the best sounding small stuff you could buy, man. It's Matsushita on the inside. It's the triangle with the arrows pointing out of each triangle is Matsushita, which is Panasonic, which is one of their higher end brands, and I think they had something to do with Nakamichi, and then also Technics or Techniques, however you want to say it. So here's a song that I wrote called Blue Sevens. I did this song a long time ago in my studio, and I thought you might want to hear it and check out this cool light show. If I'm hitting the right button, let's double check, because I'm kind of lost with buttons here. Oh yeah, I was right. Okay. And it does a lot more, but I can't turn it up very loud tonight. I think I got it dialed in though. So there's 2 piano tracks and no vocal track, guitar track, bass, drums, all that. I did it all in my studio myself. Thanks, Don. This is so cool, man. Anything you need, brother, you let me know. I'll send it to you. I promise. If I turn it up, it really gets down. It's the coolest thing in the world. And I've got it turned, the contrast turned down real low so that you can see it on YouTube here. Whoa, that bass is loud to be so late. But it really, I'm going to show you during the day one time. This thing gets down. It's so cool. Anyway, and then at the end of the video, I'll show you what's going on. I'm playing a PRS CE22 2001 guitar here. I think I'm playing some Casio keyboard, Zoom drum machine, using a Mackie mixer, BLZ, and you'll have to ask me. I can't remember what else. Oh, a Carvin bass. And a B3 Hammond. PRS CE22. Yeah, my timing's off, but it's okay. crank it up just a little bit for a second. It really gets going. It's so cool. But I just can't turn it up tonight, man. Sorry, guys. I mean, it starts doing some really cool stuff. Don, you're the man. Okay, let's show you what we got here. Don Ummajunkcollector. Don't forget to subscribe to Don if you haven't already. He's just got everything going on, man. Anyway, man, you surprised the crap out of me. It blew my mind, made me feel bad. I sent you a small little thing, and I get this in return. Jesus, I'm going to have to send you my truck now, man. Thank you so much, man. This is so cool. Wow. Man, look at this thing, guys. This thing, I didn't know this existed. Look at it's got a thick plate on the front. It's MCS. If you are not familiar with MCS, look it up. I had an MCS mini stereo that, you know, JCPenney made back in the day, and it was just incredible. It sounded so good. And yes, it's all Japanese, just like everything else you see here. Yeah, the Sansui, Sharp, BSR, you know, JCPenney or MCS. I'm not sure what, I need to look that up, what MCS stands for. Even the Marantz, you know, everything is basically Matsushita. You know, the Kenwood, everything that's good with this stuff. Yamaha, you know, everything is. Except Americans make the best speakers. I think Americans make the best speakers. JBLs are the best. But anyway, this thing, I went through it today, and the line, the divider line for left and right channel was way over here, and there's an adjustment on the back, and if you were to adjust it, it's a coil, and it just basically runs a rod, like a ferrite rod, through a coil, and it would go almost to where it needed to be, and then it would go back the other way. So what I did was, where is it? Yeah, right there. It would be the horizontal. But so check this thing out, man. Still works great. 1978, of course, it's Japanese, and that's a good thing. That's what we want. 25 watts consumption. I don't know how they do that with a CRT in there, and it's got doing all these other things. You know, it's got a big driver board right here where this little vent is. There's a huge driver board that's about this big that is the driver for beer cans. Is the driver for the wave generator here, or the scope generator, whatever you want to call it. So what you can do with it is, sorry, I'll show you what's going on. Let me turn this light off. So you can, you know, manually adjust, which I would rather have. Manually adjust it. It's just like when you hook up a meter and you use a you know, a variable resistor, you know, to keep the volume or to keep the levels so the meter doesn't. You know, I know you can do that automatically, but I prefer to do it where I'm always turning knobs, because I'm always turning knobs and hitting sliders every 3 seconds for every song. I'm changing something. Anyway, so back to the. Here's your selector. This thing will measure up to 100 watts. The only thing I had to do to it was go inside. I've got a little ripple here. I kind of like it like that. But anyway, I took all this apart and cleaned it, and the scale comes up separate, and there's a screen, and then the CRT is back in there. And then I realized that I had an extra CRT with the same number. So, Don, I appreciate it, man. If this thing ever burns up, I got a new CRT for it, and I'm happy, man. It's so cool. I love this thing, man. It's so cool. I didn't know anything like this existed. So anyway, you've also got a TV on here. What they call it is a VTR component TV. Okay? Whatever you say. And then you've got your tuner, and actually has a pretty decent looking tuner in there. It's got some ball bearings in it, and I cannot get this thing to focus. But anyway, you know, it's got the waveform selector, and then record level. You can use it to I don't even know what that does. I'm not going to lie to you. Not yet, anyway. And then, of course, you can, if you're using the rest of it, which I don't know why you would. I mean, unless you're using some of the radio frequencies that used to be on or are on VHF, why you would have it on and not have the, who knows? Anyway, there went a picture. Great. So, I took it apart, cleaned all this up, and I shot all the connectors and pots, and cleaned it all up good, and this is awesome. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you, man. If I can do anything for you, Don, let me know. This video is already getting long, so I'm gonna let you guys just check out another view of this thing. Over here. Never seen anything like it, man. But if you look up some of that MCS stuff, it's awesome. I mean, it is super high quality, great sound stuff. I had some of it back in the 80s, and I wish I still had it. Anyway, thanks, Don. You're the man. And I'll get your stuff together here in the next week or so. And you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Don. I'm a junk collector.